turn up, you're dead. Dead! You hear me? Coward hides. Time's up.
Feeling eyes on my back.
Playtime's over.
I was just starting to have fun. Should that thing on your wrist be clicking that much?
Cease at once! The vault doors were meant to withstand a direct nuclear strike. Your attempts to breach this facility are laughable. Leave at once, or there will be consequences. Futility.
Ain't personal, just you or me.
Whoever you are, stop.
This shouldn't take long. That's what I call a confirmed kill.
forgive this vandalism. Just stop already. What? You have a Pip-Boy? Wait. Are you Vault-Tec? Have you finally come to save me? Please. I'm trapped behind a mountain of rubble. The key to freeing me is getting the workshop operational. First, lift the security lockdown and get to the reactor room. It's been hard to maintain the faith. So many years stranded here. But you can assure Dr. Braun, if he's even still around, that I have used the time productively. The great work is ready to begin.
Safety off. Come on, please.
Good. Very good. Vault-Tec workshops require their control board to function. During emergencies, the procedure is to store it in the reactor room. Look in there and you should find it.
wasn't a problem.
Are you kidding? You stuck your neck out for me. I don't forget things like that.
Cursing doesn't offend me, you know.
I didn't think it did. It's not about you, it's about a promise I made. When I left the capital wasteland, I didn't just leave little Lamplight behind. I left my family behind. Had a beautiful wife named Lucy, and a son renamed Duncan. He's the one I made my promise to. I promised to clean up my act and to be a better person. I guess that sounds pretty stupid coming from a guy who shoots people for a living.
You must have had a good reason to leave them behind.
That's what I keep telling myself. My son, he's sick. I don't know what's wrong with him. One day he's playing out in the fields behind our farm. The next he took a fever and these blue boils popped up all over his body. Last I saw, he was almost too weak to walk. I didn't dare ask him to come with me. Honestly, I don't know how much longer he's going to last.
There must be something we can do.
I was hoping he'd say that. A few months before we met, I bumped into a guy named Sinclair who claimed his buddy caught some kind of disease. I thought he was wasting my time until he said his partner broke out in blue boils. They dug up information about a cure at a place called Medtech Research. They even managed to grab the building's lockdown security codes. Unfortunately, Sinclair's buddy died before they were able to break into the facility. I mean, there's no way that's a coincidence, right? Medtech has to be the place.
I hope so.
For Duncan's sake, I do too. I'll put Medtech Research on your map. When you're ready, just take us out there. I have all the codes we need to get through their security. What you're doing. No one's ever cared that much about me before. Even if it takes me the rest of my life. I'll repay this debt to you. I swear it.
You aren't what I was expecting. You do have a Pip-Boy. You're from a vault. But you're clearly not with Vault-Tec. What are you doing here? Why did you help me?
I heard the Vault-Tec radio beacon, and I came.
Those intruders must have triggered it by attempting to force the main door. I wasn't actually expecting anyone to answer it. After all this time, my name is Valerie Barstow, and I was to be the overseer of this vault. But please, follow me. I have a proposal for you. It's been a hard 200 years. I was giving a tour of what was to be my pride and joy, my vault. Then the earthquakes, sirens. Many died. Perhaps they were lucky. The radiation. Somehow, I was spared. Stop, Julian. What are you doing? Julian, what are you doing? The construction crew didn't fare as well as me. They've never done anything hostile towards me, though. It's probably best if you put them out of their misery. It's better to put the
A kill from me. We're splitting all that, right? got to prove he lived when he died. I swear I heard.
I tried digging my way to the entrance. With that control board, I could have changed everything. But there was simply too much rubble for the equipment to handle. But my work kept me going. Here, among these papers, is my life's work. I'd like to share it with you. Dr. Braun tasked me with something vital. A series of prototypes and their related, well, experiments that could redefine society. But, as you can see, things did not go according to plan.
What are these experiments?
Ingenious devices that will improve the efficiency and health of a community. They are admittedly prototypes and may have a design flaw or two, but nothing that can't be fixed with some elbow grease.
You mentioned Dr. Braun? Who is he?
Dr. Braun is the head of the Societal Preservation Plan. A brilliant scientist and administrator. And, no doubt, dead. A tremendous loss.
Vault-Tec? Destroyed my life. Vault-Tec can burn for all I care.
Oh, Listen, I understand that a former Vault resident could harbor certain feelings. I'll tell you what. These experiments, I will let you run them. If you find anything unconscionable, just don't do it. Or change the parameters of the experiment. I assure you these devices can make people's lives better. Just give me a chance.
So these experiments can be run ethically?
If you insist on hobbling the prototype's potential, yes. You could abide by as many ethical standards as you'd like. I suggest being more open-minded. But the choice will ultimately be yours.
You've got a deal, Overseer.
Good. Let's move forward. We cannot begin until I have my Overseer's desk to run the experiments. The information in the desk's terminal will prove vital. I entrust you with the future of our vault. Vault 88. My Overseer's desk. And a proper Vault-Tec terminal.
Hey.
This. Please, I beg your indulgence. I've waited so long, but we must not dally. The work compels us. The Vault was supposed to have a very specific set of residents. After all, to conduct human trials, you need the perfect test subjects.
Let's find ourselves a guinea pig.
The Vault-Tec handbook urges overseers to refrain from using that word, no matter how apt. Turn on the Vault's radio beacon. Certainly people above ground would give anything to live in our vault. While we wait for word to spread, perhaps you might use this time to explore Vault 88. If you can clear some of the rubble, you may be able to access some of the other building sectors. Any materials or equipment that survived may prove useful in our experiments.
Remind me not to mess with you when you're in that thing?